Hi everyone, my name is Shea. Welcome to or back to my channel. I currently live in Bologna, Italy, where I've been studying Italian for over a year now. I make videos about language learning in general, even though I specifically am studying Italian. And today I wanted to talk about something that I have noticed while learning a new language that was something I really didn't expect to encounter. So here is my experience and what I have learned. Language learning is not a linear process. There's no clear beginning, middle, and end. You never just fully learn a language and get to cross it off your to-do list. Okay, done with that. Language learning is a lifelong process, and I know it can be super daunting when you are confronted by all the things that you still have to learn, and it seems super complicated, and at times it feels like you may never achieve the goal that you're aiming for. Trust me, I've been there a million times. I thought I would reach a point where finally I could have a conversation in Italian, get through pretty much any topic, and feel completely comfortable and just missing a few words. I'm still waiting for that moment. Now, I know I haven't been studying that long compared to some people who have been studying for many, many years. But I live in Italy, I'm surrounded by Italian every day. I pretty much speak it every single day. And so I feel like I should be pretty much fluent now, or at least almost there. But let's keep in mind, I am naturally always very hard on myself. And a lot of people around me tell me that I'm doing a very good job, but I always feel like I could be doing better, and it's very frustrating. But anyways, the biggest thing that I didn't realize would happen with language learning is that you will have periods where you feel like a bunch of your progress is lost. Suddenly you feel like you can't speak the language, or you can't find vocabulary words. You are totally messing up even simple conjugations, and you're just like, what is happening in my brain right now? And it's the most frustrating thing, and you wonder, like, is this gonna come back to me, or am I stuck like this? Did I just revert back like many levels to when I first started? It's the weirdest feeling, and when it first happened to me, I was like, should I give up? Is this my time to just be like, done, let's leave Italy, I'm out? But I basically wanted to tell you all that sometimes I have weeks where I feel like I don't speak Italian. The most basic verb conjugations just gone. Bye, they're gone. I don't know why. I can't like recall vocabulary words very quickly. I can't form simple sentences. And this happened a lot. Like, it's not something that just happens once and then it's gone. I definitely noticed it happening a lot because I think I was getting so much more input, so much more new information. And your brain needs a little bit of time to process that new information and learn how to use it. And then you kind of get back into that comfort level of, I have all this information, I've processed it. Now we can get back into a comfortable state and take on new information and repeat the cycle all over again. And I think it's something that's happened to me more now at an advanced level than previously when I was first learning. When you first learn a language, you are acquiring a bunch of new information. It feels like your progress is going up very fast. Whereas once you start to get advanced, it kind of levels out or doesn't increase as much as it used to. And that also really scared me because I felt like I wasn't making progress. It's called like the intermediate plateau. It's a very real thing. It happens. And I think this is something that a lot of language learners don't talk about, is they don't talk about those periods where suddenly you feel like everything's gone. Because like I said, language learning is not a linear process. If you looked at the language learning process basically mapped out in a graph, it wouldn't just be a straight line upward. There would be a lot of peaks and valleys where you're going up and down, and maybe you weren't studying as much one week, maybe you weren't acquiring as many new vocabulary words, maybe there's a grammar topic that you're really weak in that you're not addressing. There could be a billion things, but basically what I want you to realize is that language learning will not just be constant improvement. There's going to be times where your brain needs a break and it needs to process all of these new things or some new grammar unit that you learned in school or you self-studied that week. And when it happens, you need to learn to be patient with yourself, because when it happens to me, I get very frustrated. I get disappointed in myself. I will admit that I have cried about not being able to learn Italian. I have definitely had moments, because I am convinced that I will never be able to learn Italian to the level that I hope I will, and I get super discouraged and it makes me just want to give up. Because I am a person who gets very frustrated when I feel like I'm not making progress, because I want to make progress very quickly. I think language learning has taught me to be a little bit more patient in general, but also with myself. And it's okay to be frustrated, disappointed for a little bit, but you just have to be aware of what's happening with your brain, and this block won't last forever. What I do is just switch up my study routine. Maybe that week I just either completely take a break from Italian, or my way of studying is just like watching Italian TV series, just things that are very light and easy. Because then after a while, I finally am able to recall vocabulary words again. I'm able to conjugate verbs fairly quickly. I don't feel like I'm searching for things or making a lot of mistakes when I'm speaking. So it definitely comes back to you, and you'll feel it again. You'll be like, okay, here I am. I'm unstoppable again. I'm ready to learn new information. So just know that this period of this mental block is not going to last forever. I am telling you based on experience of someone who has experienced this cycle many, many, many times. And just remember that learning a new language, especially as an adult, is really, really difficult. It's really something that you should be very proud of. Whatever age you're learning a new language at, whether you're still like a teenager or you're much older, you should be very proud of yourself, because it really is a hard thing to do. And people who learn a new language are very determined and persistent. They need to have a lot of passion and motivation. So be proud of yourself wherever you're at. Remember also not to compare yourself to other people. What I'm trying to say is take a break when you feel burned out. It's totally fine to do that. Remember that these times of mental blocks will come and go. It's just your brain has to process this new information. And know that at the end of it, whether it's a week, a few weeks, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The progress that you have made is not lost. These vocabulary words didn't just magically disappear from your mind. You're just going through a rough patch. Even if you're at an advanced level and you feel like you can speak pretty fluently, it could still happen to you. So don't be scared. Just remember, it happens. Be patient with yourself and continue to keep learning when you feel ready. So I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any other questions about language learning, check out the videos on my channel as well as my Instagram. Feel free to send me a message about any sort of questions you have about language learning, specifically Italian, or about life here in Italy, and I will do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching this video. See you all again soon. Bye.